In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn oyster mushrooms into a delicious KFC seasoned fried chicken sandwich. This recipe is super simple and can easily be veganized. Hopefully I didn't offend or trigger anyone with the words that I just said, and let's just jump right into the recipe. So here I have about 1 pound of oyster mushrooms. Larger single mushrooms make great drumstick shapes when it's fried, but the little clusters like this are perfect for sandwiches. Here's another option that works great too. I washed all of these mushrooms earlier with this mushroom brush, and you just simply have to wet this brush and the mushrooms and then use it to knock off any loose dirt. The bristles are super soft and they don't rip up the mushrooms. I'll put a link in the description if you want to pick one up, but you can also just use a wet paper towel. Next, I like to cut a bit of the bottom of the mushrooms off. This area can be a little difficult to clean and it's also a little chewy. I do my best to chop off what I can, but keep the cluster intact. Next, I'll add KFC's secret herb and spice blend to 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I'll have a list of all the ingredients, including the herbs and spices, in the description of this video. Once all that's mixed up, I'm gonna take about half a cup of this and I'm gonna put it in a separate container. This is gonna become our wet dredge once I add 1 cup of milk. You can replace milk with your favorite vegan substitute. Next, I'm gonna take a mushroom and I'm gonna fully coat it in the wet mixture first. Then I'll transfer this to the dry seasoned flour. I'll let this drip into the flour a little before I drop the mushroom in and really coat and pack that flour on there. This is what's gonna give you those big, flaky, crispy bites. It should look something like this. I'll transfer this to a rack and then I'm gonna let them chill out while I do the rest of the mushrooms. Once I'm done, bring a saucepan of your favorite neutral oil up to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Deep fry a few pieces at a time. You don't wanna overcrowd the pot, and cook them until they're a nice, dark golden brown. Once you pull them from the oil, place them on a rack and let the oil drip down so they don't get soggy. Salt them immediately after taking them out of the oil. These fried mushrooms have a ton of flavor, and they have a nice meaty chew. They even pull apart like chicken meat, and it's super freaking juicy. And I'm not trying to push any type of agenda or even try and compare chicken to mushrooms. I'm just trying to incorporate more plant-based dishes in my diet, and this is one recipe that I really enjoyed. Before I build this sandwich, I just wanted to mention that if you're like me and enjoy cooking and filming and then putting it on the internet for people to tell you what you're doing wrong, I post a ton of content that can help you make better looking and sounding cooking videos. If that sounds like something you're into, consider subscribing. To build a sandwich, I toasted some buns and then I spread some mayo on them. This truffle mayo is fire, by the way. Then I topped that with some lettuce, tomatoes, and one of our larger fried mushrooms before giving the king its crown. Going for a bite. Damn, that's hella good. It's so juicy. It's still meaty, got a meaty texture by it. Nice crunch. Dude, the herbs are super delicious. Damn. That's f***ing fire. Come on now.